double dyno to micro printer.
We're intense.
In a tent.
Hey guys, welcome to Barely Hanging.
Barely hang on.
We are barely hanging on. This is the greatest and latest podcast in the world
Ever.
about climbing.
Yeah.
My name is Peter.
My name's Dango.
And
We are men.
we are men.
Probably.
And we climb. We've not been climbing outdoors much recently. We've been doing a lot of indoor stuff,
Which is different,
which is different,
but same.
but the same in some ways.
How are you, Pete?
I'm really good.
Whoa, is that a feeling?
It is a feeling, actually. Feeling good is a feeling. Yeah.
Yeah?
And I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I've had a good day.
Yeah.
Chilled day.
You raised your eyebrows like you might not have.
Feeling very tired. That's what it is. This is my
Tired of
first-
life, Pete?
No.
No?
Tired.
Tired of something?
Tired of rest days. This has been my
They're
first
so
rest
shit,
day.
aren't they?
So boring. This
God,
has been
I
my
hate
first
rest
rest day in 5 days.
I feel like
6
every
days.
day's a rest day.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're-
Doesn't cure that itch, does it?
On normal working out days, and now rest days. No. But
Yeah.
kind of. in
I
some
want a
ways.
day that fucks me up.
Like we've started going to 2 crags in one day. We
That's
start
standard.
going like indoors, then outdoors, then back indoors, then we run, then we do push-ups.
Then we go to bed, cuddle up,
Yeah.
and talk about our
Feelings.
feelings.
But
What's
no, I'm
what-
feeling good.
You feeling good?
Yeah, it's just been a really, really chilled day, which is strange because I think we're similar in this way. You feel like I should be active. I feel like I should be at least doing something, even if it's not active things. I should be
What could you do right now?
drawing, or I should be being learning, listen to a podcast, or but I've just sort of done nothing today, and feels good in one way, relaxing.
Yeah.
Or in the other way, I'm like, I really could have done something.
Is there something you'd hope to gain from a conversation with me this evening, Peter?
Yeah, some more enlightenment on my inner thoughts, the weird things.
What
that
about your
I find.
demons, Pete? Tell me about your
My
demons.
demons. I want to understand my demons on a truly intimate level. I find that when I go to sleep or I close my eyes or any time in the day, I've got whispers and voices in my head. They tell me to do things, say things, be a certain way. But I don't want to be like that. I just want to be free.
This sounds brilliant, Pete. You've broken
So
through.
Dan, as my therapist, what should I do?
You can't call me your therapist, Pete. I'm your life guider.
My life coach. As my life coach, Dan. Do I listen to the voices?
Yes.
When
Listen
they tell
to
me
them.
to do things?
Yes, Pete.
Yes, I should always
All the
do
time. They sound brilliant. They've got you this far.
Yay!
Yay!
How are you, Dan?
Oh, I'm great, Pete. I'm great.
Is that
Even
a
better,
feeling?
to be inside your head. And I'm not
Dan,
going nowhere.
It's your voice inside my head telling me to
Peter.
do these things.
Make me food, Peter. Clean me. Clean me.
Deeply. Clean me
Deep
deeply.
clean me while I sleep.
That's so familiar. I'm getting so much like deja vu right now.
You got to remember, you're living in a house I live in, that I've lived in longer.
Yeah.
Could be anything in your bedroom, man.
There could be the stories these walls can tell.
No, it's not even
If
that. They're
these
actually
walls
telling
could talk.
stories because they can have put microphones and speakers in there. And at night, I'm
So
just
when I'm
whispering
sleeping-
sweet nothings in your ears.
Sweet nothings. That's why I have all those weird urges.
Yeah. I let Uncle Mick on it all, but
Oh, he didn't tell me anything.
yeah, because he's on my
He's
side.
on your side. Damn.
Get with
But
the
he did
fucking
tell me
program.
if I impress him, I'm going to be his favourite.
To impress him, you'll have to outdo me.
Yeah, true. It's hard, but not impossible.
It's not impossible, and I give
Not
you that.
impossible. Once or twice I've been the first man on the moon.
Once or twice, Pete, but mostly with running. And
Mostly
no
with
one
running.
runs, do they,
No one
Pete?
cares.
Why don't they run? Because who said?
Oh,
Tom Paul
yeah.
Randall.
So we need to get on TikTok, don't we?
Fuck yeah.
Clearly we need
Wide
to get on
boys are
TikTok. If the
TikTokers.
wide boys are TikToking,
Then
it's good
anyone
enough
can
for Dan and
TikTok
Pete.
and...
I feel like it. You know what? We were saying this the other day, talking about. I asked you, would you ever be on TikTok?
And I
Because
said
I'm
no.
never going to be on TikTok, and you were like, no, I'm not going to. And then I was thinking, actually, at one point I was like that with Instagram. I was like, I'm never going to join Instagram.
Yeah, but you're young,
And now Instagram's
virile,
the
and
thing.
hostile, and agile.
Hostile and agile.
But I'm just an old dude. And I've
Yeah.
seen old dudes on TikTok. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's so.
And I know I'm
strange.
weird anyway. I don't want to be weird on
But
another
is
level.
TikTok going to be a thing where in 3 years we're all on TikTok and we look
Government, like the government have put out like a mandate.
back, yeah,
You've got to be on
all
TikTok.
Have to be on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've
Did
got
you-
to have your vaccine
Yeah.
and on your TikTok, and then you can have a job.
Yeah. Do you think the vaccine thing will be a mandate? Like you'll have to get a vaccine?
If I've got anything to do with it, yeah.
But it's your special Danko
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
vaccine. Spicy
But
spicy
chemtrails
stew.
version.
Chemtrails.
Yeah.
They're not chemtrails, Dan. You keep saying it chemtrails. They cover the
Angel
cover the walls.
dust.
Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe one day TikTok will be the thing that we're on.
Maybe TikTok will
And
be
should
the
we
next.
get on it now?
Maybe TikTok will be the next political party.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Did you hear Donald Trump when TikTok first came around? Because you know it's a Chinese company.
You banned it.
I don't think he banned it because you can't. Maybe he did, but he was like, "Don't use TikTok."
Tip top.
TikTok, and he was also trying to ban Hawaii phones.
Hawaii. Isn't it? That's one of their states, man.
Not-
Hawaii.
not
Hawaii. I don't know
Hawaii.
what it's called.
Yeah, those phones anyway, because he was saying Chinese intelligence.
Did you have top trumps when you were a kid?
big time?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, loved them.
Just checking.
My
Because
favourite
Tip
were
Top and
bikes.
Trump came up then. I was just really hoping you had top trumps when
What
you
was
were a
your
kid.
favourite top trumps?
My favourite top trumps? Oh, it was military airplanes.
Military airplanes. That's so funny. It's actually awesome, isn't it? Top trumps. 'Cause
Oh,
you get
yeah.
to learn about all these.
Someone, I think George has left the FHM
Oh,
one in
yeah.
my car.
Oh, that's the best one. The FHM.
I've not even looked at it. It's just in there.
Mm.
All the freebies.
All the, all the freebies.
You have to get to the top shelf anymore. It's in the back of my
I
car.
had a bike one. It was like loads of bicycles. It was awesome.
There's no climber ones.
Oh my god, climbing top trumps would be amazing.
It would be alright, but it'd be
Yeah,
better if
yeah.
it was like Lee Barres,
Lee Barres, yeah.
drinking power,
Drinking power.
49.
100.
Mick Crosby,
49.
48. Oh!
Oh.
Holy fuck.
You can have like lock off power, finger
Yeah,
strength.
finger and strength.
What other things would you finger and strength?
Yeah.
What other things would you have like as categories in top trumps? The
Feelings.
climbers. Feelings. What would that rate though?
Oh, man.
100 feelings.
I've
What does
got
that mean?
a lot of
them.
feelings, man.
I don't have any, man. I
I
can't
know.
wait to have
I'm trying
some.
to give you some. Well, that could bring us on to the topic of the week.
It could,
Because
potentially.
I'm trying to give you some feelings all the time. And I've been thinking long and hard about this. About
You've been trying to give
Yeah,
me feelings.
I'll,
I'm trying to give you feelings, man.
if yours are really weak and pathetic,
Whoa. Whoa. Well, we can jump onto the topic of the week.
just do it.
Yeah? Just
I'm
do
bored
it.
of this shit.
Topic of the week. This show is sponsored by our good friends Escape Outdoors. They are an outdoor and climbing brand.
Don't look at me.
Outdoor shop, indoor, online shop.
Outdoor,
for
indoor.
all- Outdoor, indoors. They're in someone's doors. Climbing shop for all your climbing equipment. So that's shoes, chalk, tape. They do a chalk subscription.
Got any beanies?
Beanies. Do you want chalk? Sent to-
Beanies.
no, Dan. Chalk. Do you want chalk sent to your
No,
house?
beanies.
No, that would not be useful, Dan.
I want a delivery of beanies every month.
Okay, well, we'll try and sort that out for you.
Thanks, Beanie.
If you want to go check them out, it's escoutdoors.co.uk and use the code BHPod for BHPod10 for 10% off any of
Nice.
your orders.
It's clever because ESC is escape.
Yeah.
I've only just got that.
You
Pete.
only just. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was thinking of a big ESC button,
Yes.
and then I was like, "What's that mean?"
It means escape. Let's go outdoors.
So, Escape Outdoors brings you all your outdoor goods indoors from an online provider to your door indoors to go outdoors with.
Dull.
Catch it.
Topic of the week. This is the topic of the week. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
A topic.
This week it's
Topic's called topics.
topics about topics. Topicception.
Topicception.
But not this week.
Fractal topics.
Fractals, and that's nicely because Tofo-chan makes me feel
Happy, which
and
is
happy is a
a feeling.
This week's topic of the week is feeling.
Feeling.
Because we've lost
So,
our feelings. Me and
yeah.
Dan don't know how to feel anymore.
I feel desensitized to
Am I
humans.
happy right now?
Am I here? These are big questions, Peter.
They are big questions. So we climb because it brings us a sort of
Pain.
pain and feeling to our lives.
What's your
Sometimes-
favourite feeling?
in the world?
Yeah.
Eating.
Oh, nice. That's a good feeling. You
No,
like this, like
no, let me finish. Eating
crisps.
halloumi
Oh yeah.
in a green Thai curry.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite feelings. Recently discovered
That
feelings.
it shouldn't work, and
Yeah.
it shoulda, coulda, woulda worked.
But it fucking worked.
Yeah, it was crazy,
It was
wasn't
awesome. Yeah. What's your favourite feeling?
it? Fear.
That was such good timing. I went to drink my drink just as you said that.
Fear, Pete.
What do you like about fear?
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, Pete?
The look in your makes a lot of sense. As in inflicting fear or feeling fear?
All the fear
Just you enjoy the just fear
of everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
think what you've lived with me for a while now. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? You said out loud.
Fear? Yeah, it does actually.
So when I said that out loud before to myself, it made a whole lot of
Yeah.
sense. Biscuits,
Fear,
Petey.
man. But the feeling of overcoming fear.
No,
That's a
fuck
great
that.
feeling.
The feeling
What?
of putting people in fear.
Okay, finally, you said it on recording. We can stop the podcast. We got him, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the feeling of overcoming fear
Yeah.
because, you know, the scaredest I've ever been is the first time I did Harvey Wallbanger.
Is it?
The scaredest I've
It's the
ever
scaredest you've ever
been.
been.
Scaredest I've ever been. It's a high ball boulder problem, and it's so big, and it's on crimps, and then the move going into the bucket. Because I was so fresh. Now we just walk up that climb.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. But we were so green to outdoor climbing.
See, I had a wizard with me for that.
Did you?
But one of the big fears I had was the climb on Pisa Wall that goes through the honeycomb. Remember the one I topped out on? I was really hungover and it instantly sobered me.
Yeah.
And I was just sat in this honeycomb like, what the fuck are you doing up here? You don't belong up here.
No.
That was pure fear.
That was fair.
Adrenaline. So then I was thinking about this just very quickly. Like fear
Yeah.
is a massive part of what we're doing. And I think it's almost like restorative at times. And I'm absolutely just
Like
chatting shit
refreshing.
right now. Yeah, it's just like, so all the lovely things we want to feel like, oh, happiness, I feel so nice
I
about
love
me.
people. I love
I love you.
outdoors. I feel
I
connected.
love tofu,
I
Papa.
love things. Yeah.
I love me
But
Crosby.
no, that's not why we go back. That's not why we're addicted. And we
It's
keep
the
going out
fucking fear.
fear. It's getting up. It's driving up to mountains in the rain
With fear.
with fear in your belly, and you're like, no.
And the conquering the fear gives you the happiness.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But then I also just
Earning
love
it.
hiding in a cupboard and waiting for you to walk past as well.
That's also funny.
That's good fear.
That's good fear.
That's pure instilled fear.
In the moment, acute fear. It's pure fear.
So you're telling me that for that split second,
Yeah.
that on the dark, dark night at 5 a.m. when you went to the toilet innocently yet
Yeah.
naked,
Yes.
which added to the innocence
Yes,
because of your
'cause I'm
nudity,
naked. Yes.
and I'm equally as innocent.
Because you're just.
I'm just as naked.
Yeah, but you had a massive erection.
Did I? You couldn't quite tell. Probably did.
It made it not fear. It made it creepy.
Yeah,
Not
no.
innocent.
But that second
Yes.
of fear
Yeah.
that I instilled in you to
Yeah.
make you stronger and better.
Right,
Remember
'cause I
that?
overcame
You
that.
overcame it
No,
instantly.
The thing is, Dan, no one really knows, but this what happened in the story is I didn't overcome the fear. I got very scared and then cried and went to bed. I just cried in my bed for hours.
Well, I laughed maniacally. I laughed myself to sleep, just going. Just the thought of you crying,
That's so
naked.
funny. Oh dear.
That was a good moment in our
It
friendship,
was,
though.
It was funny. Yeah.
When
it
you
was
say this
insane.
out loud.
That's the first time someone's got me that I don't get annoyed often.
I could sense it, which made me
annoy
laugh more.
Yeah, it annoyed me that because it was 5 a.m. and it made me jump.
Basically, Pete went to the toilet, and I also woke up to the toilet, and he went to the toilet, and I just thought, fuck it. I'm going to stand in my doorway naked and just wait for him to walk past. And he was
Oh,
fucking
I shit myself. Well,
terrified.
the lights were off. It was scary. I just saw your silhouette. The whites of your eyes glimmered in my face.
Which I could see the fear in your eyes, and you could see fucking none in mine. Because I've overcome these fears. And that's why it makes me so happy. Look how happy I am.
You're so
Look
happy.
how happy I am, Pete.
All right, here's another good feeling.
Yeah.
Okay? To move it away from your creepy obsession with fear. I like...
Just say death. Just ground it a bit. Yeah, death. It's my favourite feeling.
We recently had a great feeling because we've gone down in the history books. of
Yeah.
climbing. Validation is a great feeling in some ways, in some circles. we are now in the Boulder Britain book by Niall Grimes. Your photo that I took is big for Pexhill.
Big
It's in there.
picture.
The big photo of Danko in Pexhill.
Well,
And also Danko Winter Bear.
it's like immortalised this character I've made.
Yeah.
This fear-loving
This alter
ego that
Yeah.
loves fear,
Yeah.
loves instilling fear and giving fear back to make you stronger.
Is that why? Is it to make me stronger?
No, it's just like fucking with
Yeah.
people. But so when you saw that picture
Yeah.
of me,
Yeah.
your work of me,
Yes.
remember it was me looking at you.
Yeah.
You
It was my
immortalised
work.
me, but it's your work.
Yeah.
And you immortalised Becky again,
Yes.
your work.
And I also immortalised all the
Ben.
other dudes. Big Ben. And then we had the train of people
Train.
in Pexhill, so that's
Big
loads of
Martin
people.
Meadows, Tilly Brindle, Esther Cooper,
Yeah. Mark
Mark Crean was on it,
Yeah. Who else?
I think
James
Barney
Clapham was in
Benson,
it?
James Clapham.
Was Barney Benson?
I think so. I'm just saying 'cause I like Barney.
Yeah, Barney.
Barney Benson. That name makes you feel happy in itself.
Barney
That's
Benson
a good feeling.
does, yeah, that's a happy feeling.
He elicits positive feelings in me.
Positive vibes, yeah.
So, but when you saw that picture and you got all that validation, did
Yeah.
you feel something?
Yeah, for a split second.
First, so that's okay then. Let's narrow it down. In that split second,
Yeah. I was
If
like,
you could-
fuck yes.
so if 10 is the happiest you've ever been,
Yes.
and 0 is the complete opposite,
Okay. Yes.
and then so yes is your answer, or you're gonna put a number on it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes out of
no,
10.
I'm going to put a number on it.
Number Wang.
See, pure happiness is a slightly different feeling. It felt validation is a better word for it. It felt confirming that, damn, I'm a photographer. Yeah, it's in a thing, and I'm also a climber because I got my buddies that are climbing in a thing. So it's more. But I'd say just a quick number. I'd say an 8 or a 9.
Oh.
A 9.
Let's go for 9. You
Yeah.
can go for an 8.5. I'll give you it.
8.5.
Let you take it this time. So you got an 8.5, which you round up to 9 usually, but for Pete, we'll give it an 8.5.
Okay.
8.5 out of 10. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
That's the feeling I got.
So, not just validation, but other feelings. Can you think of something
But
another
then-
time that you felt even better?
Did you know what's funny about that?
Come on, play with it. Better.
Even better than that feeling.
Yeah.
At the boardroom recently with Mick, just the entire day was a big feeling of a 10.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Specific moment was Lee was belaying me on a 7A red climb, and I'd already dropped a 6C at the couldn't do a 6C, couldn't do another 7A, couldn't do another 6C. It wasn't my day really, and I just cruised the 7A. I felt really boss on it, and that was a boss feeling.
So that was a 10.
That was a 10.
Okay, so
That was a 10.
in this
But it
moment,
was hard, it was scary.
you've hit a 10.
Yeah.
And in that, was it a journey of feelings? Was it just pure happiness the entire time?
No,
I hope
journey.
it was. Let's just stay with the happiness.
Okay.
And
happiness.
fear.
It was fear, yeah. Scare. It was like fake cockiness going on to it.
Classic
joking,
Pete.
Sort of.
I'm
gonna
probably not
cruise-
gonna do
I'm-
this,
No,
huh?
I was like, I'm gonna fucking cruise this, like kind of jokingly, and then I kind of just did, and then it was like, but in between, whilst I was climbing, each clip, lots of fear, because it felt like I was
Nice.
gonna fall often, but I didn't.
So what was it that made that better than the book?
Oh, it was happening in real life.
So it wasn't real life when you got the book.
No, it was, but it was like
Was that your other life? Your second life?
no. It's just that it's not a doing action. It's not an action. Whereas actions make me feel happier.
So actions are happier than...
Whereas that was just a book that turned up on my door, and I was like, that was once an action when I took the photo a long time ago, but it's kind of like past. Also, we've known that we've been in the book for a little while, so it's probably sunk in that knowledge.
What is going to make you happy, man?
Climbing 7As?
I think you need more fear.
Do you think I need more?
Yeah,
fear?
I think so. Because I'm really happy. I got a lot of happiness from that picture. So
Yeah.
it means that I'm probably happier than you. So
Okay.
really, we got to think, what makes me happier than you?
Lack of ambition.
Lack of ambition. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That genuinely though,
That's
because
solid.
when I saw the photo, I was like, one of my thoughts was like, right, well, what's next? In a way,
So
it's like, okay, this is a starting
So-
point. I need to think about.
I'm
didn't
because
linger in the moment.
you have more ambition than me,
I'm not saying,
but I have more ability to promote fear.
yeah.
that makes me happier, but you're more ambitious, maybe?
Maybe, but I'm also more scared.
Oh, yeah, you are more scared. So maybe that's what puts you in the moment, and you can't live in the moment because you're so scared. So you need to overcome your fear to be happy.
Yeah, but then if I'm too happy, I won't be ambitious.
Will you, though?
Maybe.
You could be, if you tried.
I tried.
But you still fear
Do you think
everything.
Michael Jordan feared?
Well,
'Cause he was incredibly ambitious and
I
competitive.
know what he feels because I've seen the whole show.
Yeah, I've only seen.
So
4
in the
episodes.
last episode of The Last Dance,
Yeah.
famously Michael Jordan, like, he reflects on all of these things. And I could just tell you right now about all those
Oh, please
feelings.
don't. 'Cause I wanna
But
watch
you've
that.
brought it up. I said I wasn't going to bring it up.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay. You
So
tell me.
if you guys need to watch The Last Dance,
It's so
the Michael
good.
Jordan,
It's making me so psyched to climb. Like, if you just want a good motivation. And
like, it's so insane.
Yeah.
Like, the story of a devout athlete to his work, his art, his love, his passion. And then I suppose when we're talking about feelings, it's like trying to navigate conversations about mental health. And from what I gathered watching him, he seemed alright, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
He doesn't
consider,
seem-
like, some other characters around him, maybe not Dennis Rodman, looked like he had a
yeah.
few hard years
Yeah, Dennis Rodman looks like he's had a
with
few
some
hard years.
things going on. For Jordan,
He
whether-
looks pretty put together.
what did he instill in other people? Fear.
Confidence.
It's just
No.
pure fear.
No, it was confidence.
Oh my god. You need to watch a few more episodes.
Okay, really? It was pure fear. Was it? I thought the way he was boosting up.
This
Pippin,
makes so much sense. You are Pippin.
You're Pippin.
Yeah, I'm Pippin. You're Pippin. I'm probably Rodman, and we need a Jordan.
We need a Michael Jordan.
Maybe Crosby will do it.
Fair play, but the way he gave confidence to people, though, is
Through fear.
Through fear. Wow. He did, yeah. Because he kind of ruled with a bit of an iron fist. He was shouting at people, scary.
He led by example.
He led by example.
So he wasn't like, oh, just do that. It's like, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to do it with me, you've
Yeah,
got to do
otherwise
it
you've
too.
gotta Fuck off. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Fair play. I feel like we've come to some sort of good conclusions.
No conclusions here, brother.
No conclusions
We
here,
need.
brother.
I'm pushing this fucking fear agenda right to the death.
Is this new weird therapy you've
I
been
think so.
training in?
Yeah.
Fear therapy.
Fear therapy. Yeah.
I just scare people.
Yeah, he's going to scare you off those bad
Because after you've been
feelings.
scared.
You feel happy?
everything's better. Yeah.
But then, have you ever just smiled? Just smile for 5 seconds at me. No, not creepy. Like, dude.
A real smile.
Yeah, like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel good. Hold it.
I do when I'm holding
Embrace it.
with you,
And
yeah.
embrace it. Just embrace it. You're smiling. You're laughing. Instantly smiling releases endorphins. Instantly.
Really?
Yeah. Instantly.
But even when you're alone, you just go.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Instantly.
Really?
Yeah. Close your eyes and do a smile. And I don't overthink it too much. Just smile. It's crazy, man.
Everyone do it right now. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes and
Even
just
if you're
smile.
driving,
Just close your eyes and
Right.
smile, and everything will be
I'll
better.
Turn right now. Turn right. Do it. Do it.
Oh my god! If we're liable for that, fucking hell. But ultimately,
Mick, no, Mick. He listens to us in the car.
so my 2 tips for people to
Yeah.
feel better: smile
Yeah.
and be scared.
Get scared more. Feel fear more.
Look how much horror films I watch.
Yeah.
Why did he make me happy?
Get out to the mountains or challenge yourself.
Yeah, fuck the mountains,
It's
fuck
just
climbing.
something-
Just lock yourself in a dark room, put horror films on for a few days, you'll be fine.
I feel like I found this theory that you found this theory of fear. At the minute, it seems like this agenda that you're rolling with. I don't know how long you thought about this. Maybe this is a lifelong thing that you've realised.
No, it was when I was making coffee downstairs.
Okay, because I'm gonna say I realised over the last couple of years I love challenges. Love them. Love a challenge. I love a challenge.
No, you don't.
I fucking love a challenge.
Maybe you do.
I love a challenge. And is there something in that is like overcoming the challenge? The same sort of thing, overcoming the fear. You're scared of
So
the
what is
challenge.
making us happy?
Overcoming.
So overcoming things.
Yes.
Um,
So don't stay on top. Go back.
but then the part of the
You're
fear
always learning.
is that we're overcoming something, and at times it is fear.
Yeah.
So the boulders are going higher, the falls are getting gnarlier, the blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
So there's an element. We're doing crazy scrambles, which there is a level of fear, but we're desensitised,
Yeah.
and we're starting to become a bit better at that. So we are controlling fear. A lot of people's difficulties with engaging in new activities is the fear.
Yes.
So, and obviously it's like fear, rejection, anxiety about joining in, all the things that people.
Yeah.
And we're luckily quite blessed. Not
to feel that too
yeah.
much. Yeah.
It's like I feel quite happy to walk into a room full of strangers.
Yeah, fairly. It depends on the situation, obviously.
No, I feel
Pretty
because I've
happy.
had to do poetry from my job.
Yeah.
I've gone into the strangest positions, and I have to be a person to facilitate weird conversations.
Yeah, super strange
Conversations on a professional level. So then walking into someone's house.
And saying hi.
Yeah, and then when I can also just be pretty weird.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes I use weirdness to like humanise me in front of people.
Which brings people on the same level
Like,
almost.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's weird, isn't he?
Yeah.
He likes chocolate.
I get that. I see you do that, actually. Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
See?
Yeah.
And now you're laughing?
Yeah, I get it, yeah. It's so funny, you do it so innately. I was going to say, it's kind of one of the biggest things I tell people when they sometimes...
Well, you warn them about me.
When I walk around.
Just don't look him in the eyes.
But it's similar to that in a way that when people have asked me about ultramarathons and things and what it's like doing them, or why people ask why do you do it, I found after doing that first one that I did, everything in my life was easy.
Yeah.
Everything in my life. Like I went for a job interview pretty soon after one of them, and I breezed it. It was the easiest job interview because I just went in with so much confidence. Like, this is good. I just have to talk to a person. That's so much easier than doing whatever. So I think there is something to, I think we'll boil it down. It's overcoming or becoming more of what you thought of yourself in some way.
Yeah.
So whether it's fear, you're like, oh, I'm really scared of this, and then overcoming that, you become a bigger, better person of what you previously thought. It's like just improvement, it's progress, or whether it's anything.
But
Anyway.
Well, not just on the fact that, because right now it's just me and you saying how amazing we are. One, because you love yourself, and two, because I like to make people fear themselves and me. Yeah. So you're like this that way, and I'm that way.
Yeah.
But then we have a community around us where all the stories, like any community, and some people have
Every
a heart.
Story under the sun.
Yeah, and some people evidently struggle with things, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And like the one thing I found in this community,
Yeah.
is I can almost do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and it's so accepting.
Yeah. As in, you could be your
Actual self.
Yeah.
And it's a place that seems to want me to be my ultimate self as well.
Yeah. That's really lovely. I think finding that in something it's just the key, isn't it? To everything.
Have you found it anywhere?
No. The only place I can be myself. Certainly can't be in this house.
No, fuck it, man. You be yourself in this house.
You have to be myself in this house.
You are myself. Think about it.
It's so funny. We were listening to music before, and you were like, "This is much more my sort of vibe." I put the song on, and I was like, "This is much more my sort of vibe, Pete, isn't it?" It's like, well, maybe our vibes are turning into one, or maybe my vibes are turning into your vibes.
Yeah. Flippy floppy.
Flop.
What do you do to keep yourself happy, Pete?
What do I do to keep myself happy?
Don't tell him that one though. That's
happy. I'm so happy.
He's so happy.
To keep myself happy, you know what I should do? So historically, I've worked out.
No,
I've gone running.
Say a few things because you've got
running.
a lot of good. You do a lot of good things that some people can't do.
I do meditate in the mornings. Meditation's a weird one. It doesn't make me happy, but I know that it, like, long term makes me happy. But it's not like I'm meditating.
You know, you can see the future.
No, just
because of meditation.
It's just I know when I'm not being.
So if I meditate, I can see the future. Is that what you're saying, Pete, to all the listeners and me?
If you meditate, guys, but you've got to meditate hard, 2 hours a day in the morning with 2 hours with the rising sun. Sometimes you can see the future. Occasionally,
but you actually can.
Can you?
So it's called preferred futures.
Yeah, you can see the future.
Visualization.
Yeah, visualization. It's imagine dying, going to heaven.
Bit dark, but yeah.
No, imagine dying.
So I've just died. Yeah, thanks, Pete.
You died. You go to heaven, and you meet a deity, whoever you choose. You meet a deity, and they tell you, it's like, so you've died now, Pete, like, you had a good life, didn't you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, your life that you had, it was the best that you could have imagined. Like, that was the best. And you're like, oh, yeah, I guess it was like, that's the best I could have imagined. That is life. It's just whatever you can imagine.
I like that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you imagine a really boss life, you could have it. It's like the limit is your imagination. That's kind of cliche, isn't it? The limit
It's
is,
a lot more than cliche. It's
that's
like
so cliche. But it genuinely is.
for this conversation,
If
we'll
you
ignore
can't imagine
socioeconomic
an
factors.
incredible life-
We'll
Yeah,
ignore
yeah.
what vagina you came out of.
Yeah,
we'll
true.
ignore all of that. What
Yeah.
we'll just say is, though, yeah, you can't imagine yourself out of anything.
You just go, just someone
Anything.
in the worst situation
Yeah,
in the
like
world.
absolute poverty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Why don't you imagine
Just
yourself out of that?
Imagine.
Yeah, you
I
know
think
what?
I think someone came up with
Kinda
this
cr-
idea.
you kinda
They called it the
crushed that.
Bible,
Yeah.
and they were like, just imagine your way out of it.
Fuck. You've crushed that for me.
Good, you
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
That's so true. That's so funny.
I
Yeah,
was
fair play.
I was just gonna say, like, let's bring it a bit down. Pete's talking like, yeah, you can imagine. You can just
No, but
you can imagine yourself to be rich.
No, you can't. No. That's all like putting value in real things.
I just
other
said the
than
word rich. You're telling
Alright,
people
rich.
just to imagine them
rich, but you can be rich in different ways. You don't have to be rich
in cod
money.
liver oil.
I'm rich in cod liver
I've
oil.
got hundreds
You
of
can
them.
be rich in happiness. man.
Multivits,
As long as
rocks.
you've got some basic human, and admittedly, life as in the world doesn't give this to everybody, which is very unfortunate. But as long as you've got some basic living standards, there's loads of rich people out there that are very depressed. It's like,
What do you say to the 6 million people that die every year due to poor water?
oh god, I don't have an answer for that, Dan. What do you think? I don't know. I'm just telling people.
Imagine yourself away from the dirty water.
I'm not saying that.
You are. That's
I'm
exactly.
not. I'm saying for people that
That's a
struggle with mental
quote.
health in our society.
I've just given you. That's a direct quote.
For me, imagine yourself away from dirty water.
Imagine it's clean.
No, that we actually do need to fix with some real life. You can't imagine that away.
I completely agree with you, man. So I think about this a lot. So it's like, I want something,
Yeah.
and it's not grandiose. It's not wealth. It's like I want to climb 7C.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, I want to exercise more. I want to be healthy. I want to feel good.
Mm.
And then it's like, so rather than dwelling on the things I can't do,
Mm.
just have what can I do? The things I do well.
Yeah.
So like this weekend's been a bit crapper because
Mm.
of a hangover.
Yeah.
So, and then I think, what can I do to make my life better? Probably not drink alcohol
Yeah.
as much, but
Yeah.
small things. And those days, you need to notice the days you're doing it well.
Yeah. You need to be. That's being mindful of your own work.
Oh my God,
minding
yeah.
How it works. Big thing I started doing, and probably everyone's heard of it, especially during COVID. But it's gratitude. Write down your 3 things that you're grateful for. What you laughing at? Something. Dan's just thought of something really bad.
It was. It's like something. How do you start off? Like something I've heard of.
No,
brushing my teeth twice a day.
Yeah. I brush my teeth. It makes you happy.
I brush
No.
my teeth twice a day.
Write down what you're grateful
Yeah.
for. That's a simple thing. But what you want, the aim of that, I don't do that anymore, but the aim of that is just becoming a more grateful person and looking at
Yeah.
the small things. Somebody in my life recently said, you're so easily pleased. And they said it in a jokey way. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I am fucking very easily pleased,
yeah.
and it's the best way to be. I see a tree in the morning,
Yeah.
and it makes my morning, and it's like, if you can find happiness in a tree on a shit day, or just a normal day, you're going to have an amazing life. If you
Alright,
can
man, I
somehow,
agree.
Like, especially nature, because that's never going to change. Well,
It is. If we've got anything to say about it.
but yeah, it's like
That's a good one.
training yourself.
So we're
to
doing
find the beauty in
gratefuls.
small things.
BH Pod listeners are going to do gratefuls now.
Send us your gratefuls, guys.
Do gratefuls.
Yeah, send on at BHPod on Instagram. Send us some gratefuls and we'll read them out next week.
Because it's spot on. So
Yeah.
we talked about this quite a lot recently because me and Pete have been down a big old rabbit hole of socio-political, geographical stuff about
Yeah.
people that
Yeah.
have... So anyway, we've been watching loads of political stuff.
Yes,
But in our conversations, it's like a lot of people have got the American dream. in the mind, or the British Dream, or the Dream, or Pete's Imagination Salon.
Yes.
And it's somewhere you go and you just think of what you want.
Yeah.
But the reality is that life's really hard.
Yeah.
And we're going through a pandemic, and that's even harder.
Yeah.
And for some people, they need to find meaning, and we all want to find meaning. And sadly, the meaning that we're told to find
Yeah.
is in the majority work. So it's these
Yeah.
things that structure your identity.
Accolades,
These
that sort of
accolades,
thing.
things like,
Yeah.
this is your identity now.
And then you are those things. It's like, I am a teacher,
Yeah.
I am a doctor, and I am...
But sadly, there's not enough place in the world for us all to be these huge
Stars.
things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And some people are whatever they are in this world.
Yeah.
But then, if you can just look at a fucking tree
Yeah.
and a mountain
Yeah.
or a lake or a bird or some grass
Yeah.
or whatever it
cat.
is, or a
Or
cat
a kitty cat.
or your dog or your own kids once in a while. But like,
Once in a while.
but these things that give you meaning.
Yeah.
Because I think some people strive for these.
You can find meaning in a tree if you look hard long.
Oh man,
You can
cut
find-
it down, count the rings, see how old
Yeah,
it was,
yeah,
then
yeah.
laugh.
Or make a little paganistic tribute to it.
Yeah, I've got a little tribute on my mantelpiece to Pachamama, the South American goddess,
For the weather.
and for what I give her a little rock. And she's,
Blessings.
I've not given her enough rocks recently. It's probably why it's raining all the time.
Yeah.
Feelings are a tough one, man. And I was speaking to someone really awesome today in the hangout with Sam,
Mm.
and he was talking about this not just for men, but we were talking at men at that point, and not feelings group, but somewhere you can actually navigate it.
Yeah.
And these exist everywhere, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we don't have it in our climbing world. And I've been talking to Mr. Shorter a little tiny bit about, because I really want to do this thing in the mountains when I've got a few more skills under my belt, which is which would just be taking people for a walk, but then a no difficult topic shit unless someone wants to talk about it. But just engage in that part of your brain that looks at the tree and stays with the tree and enjoys the tree and thinks about the tree,
Yeah.
rather than just looking at it and going, "Oh, there's
That's
a tree.
a nice tree,
That's a nice tree." It's like, stay with that.
Yeah.
Like, I think we had such a lovely moment on. So we did Bristly Ridge last night, and we got to the top, and there was a bit of a wind coming up the ridge.
Yeah.
Then the top, it was just perfectly still, and the snow was
Ooh.
laden all over the like the summit, and down this little gully there was pristine snow. And we were walking down it, and all just stopped. And Josie's really magical at these things.
Yeah.
She did it when we were camping that time. I think whoever it was,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll give Josie the credit for this. But then she was like, "Let's just stop for a minute
Yeah.
in silence."
Yeah, when we were camping, we just looked at the stars. Didn't we?
We did it last night on the mountain.
It's lovely, man.
And I do it by myself,
So
really
nice.
consciously, all the time.
Yeah.
But to do it with a group's more powerful,
Oh, big
much
time.
more powerful.
Yeah.
Because
Because you're just all being in the moment, being absolutely present. Because it's the only thing there is. The
Like-
past is behind us. The future doesn't even exist yet.
and being present's really hard in this world. So the fact that we have this incredible distraction in our hands at all times, these phones, and I myself have to watch myself and like ignore the bastard thing,
Yeah.
like notifications off, all the fucking haphazard stuff. But then there was that. If you ever get a chance to watch Midnight Gospel.
Oh, Midnight Gospels.
It'll help you climb better, that's for
Probably.
sure. No, it will. If anything's going to help you climb out of anything we tell you, it's Midnight Gospel. And it's this lovely scene where he's talking to his mum, and his mum's some sort of therapist, and she's saying about being mindful.
Yeah.
And it's to look at your hands, and like, so put your hands up, Pete, and just look at your hands. Can you, looking at your hands, can you feel inside your hands, Pete? Can you feel that? Can you feel it inside your hands?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you feel like you can sense inside your hands?
Yeah, it kind of feels like a wolves running around my hands.
Which for Pete would be normal, because Pete is erratic.
It feels
And
like
erotic.
there's like a
But then,
energy in there,
so the whole idea is that you'll work through your body,
Yeah.
and just for that little moment,
and then you can feel your body.
you're just thinking about
Yeah.
inside yourself
Yeah,
in a non-sexual way for once.
yeah.
You're just thinking, I'm here, I'm present.
Stop touching me. I feel it.
Yum, yum, yum,
man.
yum,
I
yum, 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 yum,
feel
yum,
it.
yum.
And on that note,
Yeah. No, big time, man. I
love
being-
my hands.
I love my hands. I fucking love my hands. No, yeah, taking. I had a funny conversation today about religion, and about the one thing. Like, I don't believe in any religion. I wouldn't say, and I think there's positives and negatives about religion. But a good thing about it is every week, the majority of a community get together somewhere and they think about their place within the world, and they do that weekly. Whereas I feel like a lot of people that aren't religious probably go months and months without even thinking about their place within the universe and about how they can make it better. And at least in one way, that's a good way. Religion has done a lot of horrible things in the past, but organised groups where with that sort of spiritual element maybe is quite a nice idea, and how to be better to your neighbours and point everyone in the same direction. Like, let's all be better together sort of thing. Anyway, religious ideas. Join my cult.
With Pete. We could do a fair cult. That'd be pretty
No,
good.
my cult wouldn't be fair. Maybe we could do a yin-yang cult. You
Oh my
could
god,
be
I'm
yang.
fucking yang, yeah.
I'll be the yin man.
Yeah, Ying Master.
Yeah.
But like,
Yin.
there's plenty of these groups out there, Pete, that meet once a week and do something nice.
Yeah, but not many people join them. Whereas being part of like the Catholic Church.
Well,
loads of
just
people-
do it then.
I don't want to be a Catholic church.
Stop fucking singing its praises.
I'm not. It's just.
Go test it out.
We're talking. It's just
No.
an interesting topic.
Go test it out then.
I think everyone should practice it.
When's the last time you went to church?
Last time.
When's the last time you went to church?
Take me to church.
Yeah, when's the last time you went? Stop distracting you.
Last time I went to church was.
Today, the climbing hanger, motherfucker! That's my church!
That is.
That's where I pray!
Yeah, it is.
Pegs Hill, motherfucker.
Pegs Hill?
Yeah, so get a grip.
Okay.
We do the same thing. We go there and we talk about how fucking great our lives are more than once a week. Fucking hell, climbing hangers better than church, mate.
It is. I'm
Says
not saying
fucking
it.
coffee.
Why are you painting me in this picture?
Go to fucking
I don't
church.
love church, Dan.
Go to church. Well, you could climb, but you're going to get told
Go
off.
to church, guys. I love church. Right, and with that,
We'll
let's
leave you.
wrap this shiznit up. If you want to follow me, I do lots of nice climbing photos. It's at Pete_Rick.
If you follow me at Danko Winspace, you see pictures of me taken by Pete. That's pretty much it.
And if you follow me, you see pictures of Dan taken by me. That's pretty much it.
That's my life. Because
Follow the podcast at being.
love you my entire life. Oh, world, cannot quite explain how I've loved you my entire life. Misty in my day, I've been so lonely, I've been so lonely.
Double Dino the Micro Creeper.